Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, April 2nd, 2018. There are 25 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Zoning Subcommittee meeting, chaired by Councilor George Rotundo. Also on the committee, Councilors Stephen Morabito, Charles Patch Sr., Daniel Rizzo, and Anthony Zambuto. The committee will discuss the following. First, pursuant to Council Order C-17-17, A. Chara Development, LLC, Revere, Massachusetts, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to raise the existing non-conforming structures and construct a new 6-story mixed-use structure with 2 commercial units on the first floor and 145 residential units on the remaining floors at 320 through 329 Revere Beach Boulevard in Revere. Second, pursuant to Council Order CZ-18-01, Title 17 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere and the zoning map provided by Section 17.12.020 of said title is hereby amended to change the zoning district designation of property known and numbered as lots 53, 54, and 55, 15479/23-25, 15460/163, at 14 Hutchinson Street, Revere, Massachusetts, from the Residential B District to the General Business District. Third, pursuant to Council Order CZ-18-03, Title 17 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere, and the zoning map provided by Section 17.12.020 of said title is hereby amended by extending the boundaries of the TED zoning district by extending the same in an easterly direction in the vicinity of the intersection of Revere Beach Parkway and Pratt Place from its current terminus at the easterly side of Tax Map 7, Block 114-118, Lot 30, in an easterly direction to include the following parcels: Tax Map 7, Block 114-118, Lot 31A, Tax Map 7, Block 114-118, Lot 36, Tax Map 7, Block 114-118, Lot 37, and Tax Map 7, Block 114-118, Lot 38. These parcels are known as 394 and 404 Revere Beach Parkway. And fourth, pursuant to Council Order CZ-18-04, this is regarding an ordinance amending the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to billboards. At 5:50, we move on to the Appointments Subcommittee chaired by Councilor Arthur F. Guanasso. He's joined by Councilors Patrick Keefe, Joanne McKenna, Stephen Morabito, and Anthony Zambuto. The committee will consider the following appointment. Pursuant to Council Order 18-114, this is the appointment of Mr. Rick Frenny of Revere, Massachusetts, as co-chair of the Commission on Disabilities. At 6 p.m., it's time for the Revere City Council meeting, which begins with a salute to the flag and roll call of the members, which is calendar item number 1. Calendar item number 2, under public hearings, pursuant to Council Order 18-096, a hearing has been called as ordered on a proposed loan order in the amount of $50,000 for a feasibility study for the reconstruction of the Point of Pines Fire Station. Calendar item number 3, pursuant to Council Order 18-098, hearing has been called as ordered on a proposed loan order in the amount of $11 million for the construction of a Department of Conservation and Recreation maintenance facility. Unfinished business, calendar item number 4. Pursuant to Council Order 18-118, this is the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council award a plaque for commending District Attorney Dan Conley in helping the residents of Revere and all of Suffolk County. Calendar item number 5. pursuant to Council Order 18-119. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor provide funding for the Safe Saturdays program. Calendar item number 6 begins the zoning subcommittee report. Pursuant to Council Order 17-407, Chara Development LLC, Revere, Massachusetts, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to raise the existing non-conforming structures and construct a new 6-story mixed-use structure with 2 commercial units on the first floor and 145 residential units on the remaining floors at number 320 through 329 Revere Beach Boulevard in Revere. Calendar item number 7, also under the zoning subcommittee report, pursuant to Council Order 18-016, Tabernaculo Evangelico, a religious facility formerly Mount Carmel Church Assembly of God, a Massachusetts nonprofit corporation, 957 Broadway, Revere, Massachusetts, seeking an amendment to the zoning map of the City of Revere as follows. Section 1, Title 17, the revised ordinances of the City of Revere and the zoning map provided by Section 17.12.020 of said title, is hereby amended to change the zoning district designation of property known and numbered as lots 53, 54, and 55, 15479/23-25, 15460/163 at 14 Hutchinson Street, Revere, Massachusetts, from the residential B district to the general business district. Calendar item number 8, pursuant to Council Order 18-075 under the zoning subcommittee report. This is an ordinance amending the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to billboards. Calendar item number 9, also under the zoning subcommittee report, pursuant to Council Order 18-113, Ibrahim El Rahani of Revere Beach Parkway requesting an amendment to the zoning map of the City of Revere as follows. Section 1, Title 17 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere and the zoning map provided by Section 17.12.020 of said title is hereby amended by extending the boundaries of the TED zoning district to 394 and 404 Revere Beach Parkway. Calendar item number 10, the appointment subcommittee report, pursuant to Council Order 18-114. This is regarding the appointment of Mr. Rick Frenny of Revere, Massachusetts, as co-chair of the Commission on Disabilities. Communications, calendar item number 11, pursuant to Council Order 18-121. This is a communication from Mr. Leo Roy, the DCR Commissioner, relative to the DCR Maintenance Facility Agreement, dated March 27th, 2018. Dear City Councilors, on March 23rd, 2018, the Revere Journal printed an article titled "Several City Building Projects Being Considered," authored by Sue Woodcock. This article included information on the city's proposal on how it intends to meet its obligation and commitment to fund the Department of Conservation and Recreation, that is DCR, replacement maintenance facility on Ocean Avenue. The quotes attributed to several councilors in the article suggest that the council was not fully informed about the legislative mandates and the city's commitment to this project. Accordingly, I am writing to provide additional information on the project, including the city's obligation to provide the DCR with a new replacement maintenance facility. In 1975 and 2011, legislation was passed, Chapter 841 of the Acts of 1975 and Chapter 183 of the Acts of 2011, authorizing the transfer of certain parcels of state land known as the North Lot parcels and the Maintenance Facility Lot parcel to the City of Revere for economic development purposes. All of these parcels of land are located along Revere Beach Boulevard / Ocean Avenue. Prior to transfer, the north lot parcels were used for public parking, and the maintenance facility lot was used by DCR to house its maintenance facility. The legislation, as well as the written agreement between the DCR and the city, required the city of Revere to use the proceeds from its sale of these parcels to fund the construction of a new replacement maintenance facility for DCR. The legislation and the written agreement further required that the city's transfer of the maintenance facility lot was expressly subject to the city's completion and delivery of a new replacement maintenance facility to DCR. Notwithstanding these requirements, DCR modified its agreement with the city to allow the Division of Capital Asset Management and Maintenance, DCAM, to transfer the maintenance facility lot to the city prior to the construction of the replacement maintenance facility to enable the city to proceed with its plans for economic development. As part of this agreement, the city relocated DCR's maintenance operations to the last remaining parcel of DCR land in the north lot, which remains in state possession. DCR runs its beach operations from this temporary maintenance facility, while the city completes the obligated replacement maintenance facility. The city of Revere has since sold all 3 of the previously conveyed parcels of land to developers, and the city stands to generate significant property tax revenue from the developed properties on these parcels. For information regarding the city of Revere's redevelopment plans, please contact municipal officials. The new replacement maintenance facility for DCR, which the city of Revere is obligated to build to comply with the legislative requirements for the conveyance of the north lot and maintenance facility lot parcels, is expected to be built on DCR land next to the Massachusetts State Police Barracks on Revere Beach Boulevard in the city of Revere. The replacement maintenance facility will include public restrooms, replacing a former bathhouse that was located on Ocean Avenue. A public meeting regarding the maintenance facility and adjoining comfort station was held in the fall of 2016 in the city of Revere. The project is fully permitted. Once funding has been secured by the city and the construction of the facility has been completed, the agency will move its operations to the new facility and transfer the remaining parcel of land to the city of Revere. If you have any questions regarding this project, please feel free to contact me. Thank you. Very truly yours, Leo Roy, the DCR Commissioner. Calendar item number 12. Under Communications, pursuant to Council Order 18-126, this is a communication from the Mayor regarding appropriations related to the Capital Improvement Plan. Dated March 29, 2018, to the Honorable City Council. Dear Council members, as part of funding the city's Capital Improvement Plan, CIP, for fiscal year 2018, I respectfully request that we appropriate $1,148,000 of the city's Capital Improvement Trust Fund to the respective departments' capital budget accounts so that we can address many of the capital items identified in the CIP. These requests represent the fiscal year 2018 capital budget, which is distinct from the fiscal year 2018 operating budget in that items identified in this request represent larger, more infrequent expenses that would otherwise need to be included in the annual operating budget. As you are already aware, last year my administration submitted a capital plan with the assistance of the UMass Collins Center. These appropriations will be made from available funds in the Capital Improvement Trust Fund, which will have minimal fiscal impact on the taxpayers, and the timely appropriation of these funds will allow our department heads to carefully schedule projects during the spring and summer months before the contractors can fill their schedules with projects from other communities and developments. Further, the timely appropriation of these funds will also allow department heads to order any vehicles and equipment needed as a way to reduce the cost of emergency repairs and to avoid any increases in costs due to inflation and demand. Prudent capital planning and budgeting are one of the most important things a community can do to ensure responsible spending, thoughtful debt management, and ultimately long-term cost savings. I respectfully ask for your support of these appropriations. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 13, pursuant to Council Order 18-127. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the reappointment of Mercurio Brothers of Revere as a licensed drain layer. And since there are several of these with similar communications, we'll just read this first one. Dated March 29th, 2018. Dear Council members, please be advised that in accordance with the provisions of Title 13, Chapter 13.08, Section 13.08.435 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere as most recently amended, I hereby request that Mercurio Brothers Landscaping Incorporated of Revere, Massachusetts, be reappointed as a licensed drain layer. Please take careful notice that all drain layer licenses expire on April 1st annually, unless sooner revoked by the Mayor and the Council. Mr. James G. Mercurio has been advised that he will be contacted directly by the Appointments Subcommittee with a date and time to appear before them concerning this reappointment. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 14, pursuant to Council Order 18-128. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the reappointment of Procopio Enterprises of Saugus, Massachusetts, as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 18-129. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the reappointment of J.J. O'Brien and Sons of Waltham, Massachusetts, as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 16, pursuant to Council Order 18-130. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the reappointment of Caruso Corporation of Revere, Massachusetts, as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 18-131. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the reappointment of J. Marchese and Sons as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 18, pursuant to Council Order 18-132, this is a communication from the Director of Finance relative to an act relative to water meter ordinance violations, dated March 29th, 2018. Dear Councilors, as part of the proposed revised water and sewer ordinances, a further step is required to fortify the violations that are included in these ordinances. Special legislation is necessary to be enacted by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to permit the City of Revere to adopt a ticketing process for the violations of the proposed ordinances. Currently, the City utilizes Chapter 40U of the Massachusetts General Laws to enforce the housing, sanitary, and snow and ice removal ordinances of the City. The fine, if remains unpaid, would escalate to the tax bill, where it would follow the same path as the unpaid real estate taxes or unpaid water and sewer rates. Please find included a special act that would be required to be enacted by the state legislature, then signed by the governor. In closing, I would like to extend my appreciation to Mr. Paul Capizzi, City Solicitor, for his diligence in crafting this special legislation. Please note that I will be in attendance at the council meeting in order to respond to any inquiries your honorable body may have on this matter. Very truly yours, George M. Anzoni, Director of Finance for the City of Revere. Water meter ordinance violation, penalties, and liens be enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives in the General Court assembled and by the authority of the same as follows. Section 1. The City of Revere is hereby authorized to issue citations, establish appeal and hearing processes for said citations, and to file real estate liens to collect unpaid fines, penalties, or assessments from said citations and to avail itself of any and all relevant enforcement or procedural provisions as provided in Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 40U, therein incorporated in Revere Revised Ordinance Title I, Chapter 12, Article 3, for violations of the City of Revere's Water Ordinance, Revere Revised Ordinance Title 13, Chapter 13.04. Section 2. This act shall apply only to those violations separate and distinct from violations of the City of Revere or Commonwealth of Massachusetts Health, Sanitary, Housing, Fire, Building, Plumbing, or Electrical Code. Section 3. This act shall take effect upon its passage. Calendar item number 19. Pursuant to Council Order 18-133, this is a communication from the Director of Finance relative to an ordinance amending the water and sewer ordinances of the City of Revere, dated March 29th, 2018. Dear City Council, at this time I submit for your review and approval newly drafted city ordinances that pertain to the water and sewer division of the city. As you are aware, the city over the past 5+ years has been implementing an automatic meter reading system, AMR, throughout the city. As of this date, some 11,160 meters have been installed in residences, commercial locations, municipal buildings, schools, and apartment complexes. There are approximately 400 locations that remain uninstalled. During this process, numerous issues have been uncovered that the current city ordinances do not address. These issues have thwarted the effort to install the new meters, access meter locations for repairs, access by public works employees to inspect the meters, etc. The Water and Sewer Enterprise Fund has grown to over a $24 million operation. Water has become a precious resource in all communities around the nation. It is most important that the city account for any and all water usage in the city, especially in light of the fact that the city is under a consent decree with the Department of Justice. The new AMR system will accomplish the accurate reading of the water usage. However, the majority of water users in this city have complied. Then there are those who have not complied. This will always be an ongoing problem unless steps are undertaken to curb these issues. With the assistance of employees of the Department of Public Works, Donald Goodwin, the superintendent, engineers from the firm of Camp, Dresser, and McKee, Incorporated, Paul Capizzi, the city solicitor, Peter Brown of the D'Ambrosio Brown Law Offices, and myself, these comprehensive new ordinances have been developed to advert any of these issues now and in the future. Further, everyone will be required to pay their fair share of their water and sewer usage. Please note that I will be in attendance at the council meeting to respond to any inquiries that your honorable body may have on this matter. Very truly yours, George M. Anzoni, Director of Finance. Calendar item number 20, pursuant to Council Order 18-134. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Raffaelli Construction of Swampscott, Massachusetts, as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 21, pursuant to Council Order 18-135. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Arm Construction of Revere, Massachusetts, as a licensed drain layer. Motions, calendar item number 22. Pursuant to Council Order 18-122, motion presented by Council Vice President McKenna that the mayor requests the city planner to draft a zoning ordinance amending the dimensional regulations to allow for a 35-foot maximum height on lots located in a flood zone within the RA, RA1, RB, and RB1 zoning districts. Maximum allowable stories within these districts shall remain as 2.5. Calendar item number 23. Pursuant to Council Order 18-123, this is a motion presented by Council Vice President McKenna that the mayor requests the Department of Public Works to contract out street signage for the entire city. The months and years of backlog for sign requests cannot be completed by one DPW worker when that DPW worker often has other tasks to perform, which may very well be higher priority than a sign. Many Traffic Commission regulations have been passed, especially in relation to resident parking. The new regulations cannot be enforced until the signs are installed correctly. Further, many parking violations must be adjudicated due to missing or incorrect signage. Calendar item number 24, pursuant to Council Order 18-124. This is a motion presented by Councilor Keefe that the mayor requests Massachusetts Department of Transportation to clean and repaint the Route 1 overpass on Mountain Avenue. And calendar item number 25, pursuant to Council Order 18-125. This is a motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor requests CEMUSA to maintain the bus shelter at Mahoney Circle by removing the graffiti and cleaning the general area. And this has been before the council. A reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, April 2nd, 2018. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.